Greetings, Dr. Mustafa. Today, I am Nithiyavani, Dr. of Manimalan, and my group member SUGANTHI, Dr. of PALANIANDY, going to present Group Assignment 1 regarding building construction materials. Introduction. Building construction is an essential human activity made up of floors, walls, and roofs that are constructed to provide cover space for various purposes such as housing, business, entertainment, workshop, and etc. Choosing an appropriate construction materials, processing method, and concrete mix design are critical factors in the construction of a single or double-story house in determining a structure's strength, quality, and economy. Therefore, in this project, a modern double-story house was designed with appropriate material selection for the main components of the house and processing method as well as the required amount of concrete mix design. The objectives of this project are to determine the construction material selection for the main part of the double-story house. Next, to study the concrete mix design applied in main parts of a double-story house and to determine the processing of construction materials for a double-story house. This is the front view and rear view of our design house, and this is the left side view. And this is the ground floor plan of our design house. And next is the first floor plan.
Hi, uh, this is design specification for two-story house. Area of this house is 43 feet times 69 feet. Roof area is 43 feet times 51 feet. Interior design for first floor. This house contains stairwell, family room, balcony, bedroom 3 and bathroom 3. For ground floor, guest room, sitting room, dining room, kitchen which is wet and dry, utility room 2, bedroom 1, bathroom 2 and a carport. Material specification for this house design is rough foundation, burnt clay brick, reinforced cement concrete, asbestos-free cement sheet, aluminium frame casement window, aluminium casement awning window, reinforced concrete framework, steel truss and concrete roof tile, brick wall, ceramic tile, broken marble, paraquet, wooden door, PVC frame glass sliding door and PVC door.
The main construction material for this house is concrete. Concrete is a mixture of sand, gravel, crushed rock or other aggregate held together by a hardened paste of cement, water and admixture. There are several types of concrete available such as reinforced concrete, high strength concrete, lightweight concrete, high performance concrete and precast concrete. Among them, reinforced concrete is selected as a building material for this project. Reinforced concrete is a composite of concrete and steel bars are embedded in concrete to strengthen the concrete in tension. Concrete of high compressive strength and steel of high tensile strength introduces reinforced concrete. Raw materials of concretes are cement, fine aggregate which is sand, coarse aggregate, water and admixtures. This is the properties of concrete and steel. Concretes are poor in tension strength while steel is good in tension strength. Concrete is good in compression strength while steel also good in compression strength but slender bar with buckle. Next, concrete fair in shear strength and steel good in shear strength. Concrete is good durability while steel is corrodes if unprotected. And finally, concrete is good fire resistant and steel is poor. Reinforced concrete are chosen over other types of concrete due to its high compressive strength than others, and it resists a significant amount of tensile strength because of the reinforcement that has been added. Then fair, fire and weather resistant and require less skilled labor and more durable and low maintenance costs, and then behaves in the same way as a rigid part with the least amount of deflection. This is the manufacturing process of concrete. First, batching. Measure the concrete mix ingredients by either mass or volume batch accurately. Next, mixing. Mix concrete ingredients by hand or machine mixing and should make mass homogeneous, color coordinated and consistent. Then transport concrete from mixing plant to construction site as quickly as possible. Next, place the concrete within 30 minutes of adding water. Next, compaction process carried out on concrete to eliminate segregation occur and form a homogeneous dense mass. And next, curing method to maintain humidity and temperature of freshly placed concrete. And finally, finishing process of leveling and smoothing are carried out. This is the concrete mix design form we have made for the slabs, beam and column. The grade concrete grade that we have been chosen is the grade 30. Next, next, next. Cement. Cement is a binding material that sets and hardens to header to the structural elements of a structure. Cement is a fine gray powder that is combined with water and other ingredients to form mortar and concrete. Ordinary Portland cement, 53 grade cement chosen for this project seems appropriate for all RCC construction and substantial higher compressive strength and setting time. The raw material of cement is limestone, clay, water, and gypsum. Okay, there are five types of cement. The first type is for general purpose, second type is for moderate sulfate resistant, third is for high starting power, fourth is low heat of hydration, and last is high sulfate resistant. The properties of cements are specific gravity is 3.12, normal consistency 29%, initial setting time 65 minutes, final setting time 275 minutes, the fineness 330 kg per meter square, soundness 2.5 millimeter, and finally bulk density 830 to 1650 kilogram per meter cube. This cement is chosen over the other cements because it has high compressive strength in the early stages. Next, low alkali content gives better protection against alkali aggregate reactions. Third, superior resistant to sulfate attack due to less C2A. Great resistant to cracking and shrinkage. And finally, initial setting time and treatment period of OPC is faster than PPC. Okay, this is the cement manufacturing process. Okay, the first step is regarding the manufacturing process of limestone from quarries where it is crushed from limestone rock to fine ground limestone. The limestone and clay are mixed with water and delivered to mill to form slurry. Next, slurry fed into the rotary kiln to form clinker. Then the clinker enters the rotary cooler and then the cool clinker is put to a ball bill containing 3 to 5% gypsum. Finally, cement stored in cement silos and continue with delivery.
Okay, aggregate is one of the important material for concrete. Aggregates make up 60 to 80% of the total concrete mix. They give concrete its compressive strength and mass. There are two types of aggregate, which is fine aggregate and coarse aggregate. Fine aggregates are usually 4 mm to 8 mm in size. Coarse aggregate is typically 10 mm to 40 mm. In concrete, it provides the concrete with body and strength as well as acting as a filler material to provide a homogeneous mass. For this production, river sand was chosen as the main material for this house design, and for coarse aggregate, crushed stone was chosen. River sand is the most suitable for this construction project. It is typically found in riverbeds and banks. It has a white grey color and is usually of high grade. Because it is well graded, river sand is suitable for all building tasks such as concrete manufacturing and plastering. Grains of river sand are round in shape. This sand is clean and free from salt and corrosion. These are the properties and advantages of river sand. Properties, specific gravity should be in the range of 2.6 and 2.8. Then resistant to shrinkage and cracking. Third one, influenced the mixture proportion and hardening properties. Advantages of river sand. River sand are naturally obtained and cheaper. Then the moisture which is trapped between these particles serves good for various concrete purposes. River sand demands less water. This is a manufacturing process of river sand. The process starts with extraction method, then determine the location of the sand. After that, backhoes, shovels, and even bare hands are used to dig it up on land or along rivers. Finally, degrading boats or pressure pumps are used to miners along shorelines. Crushed stones are chosen as a coarse aggregate. It is made in quarries where machinery breaks down and crushes bigger rocks. Instead of being formed or shaped by nature, crushed stone is made with man-made machinery and process. Properties of crushed stone. Specific gravity should be in the range of 2.5 and 3.0. Crushed stone have more interlocking effect. Rougher texture result in better adhesion to paste, clean and free from impurities. Advantages. Crushed stones provide strength and durability to concrete, cheap and durable enough to last long time. And then compared to steel or plastic, which require a lot of energy to make, natural elements are better for the environment. Manufacturing process of crushed stone. First of all, use a rock crusher in a quarry or site with plenty of large rocks. Then crushed stones goes through a number of different screeners so that it can be stored in different piles based on its size. First step in the screening process is to remove the bigger stones, then the medium stones, and finally the stone dust. Quarry workers separate the stone into different piles based on their size. Then the stones will be ready to be shipped out of the quarry. Admixtures is also an important material to a concrete. Admixtures are ingredient added selectively to improve the concrete mix even though they are not required. Concrete admixtures are used to change the properties of the material in a variety of ways. Fly ash from the mineral admixture category was chosen due to its extraordinary function. Fly ash is a fine powder thought to be a byproduct of burning of pulverized coal in power plant. It is a pozzolan, a liquid containing silicon and aluminum material that forms cement in the presence of water. Properties of fly ash. Color to be light gray. Specific gravity is 2.07. Fineness 290 meters square per kilogram. Bulk density 1100 to 1200 kilogram per meter cube. These are the advantages. First, fly ash gives concrete a strong ability to perform toughness and finish. The rate of bleeding is reduced while workability is increased. Improved long-term strength and durability performance. Lower shrinkage and porosity as a result of the lower water content. Lower permeability and better resistance to sulfate attack. These are the manufacturing process. First of all, coal is crushed and blown with air into boiler's combustion chamber. Boiler tubes take heat from the boiler, cooling the flue gas, causing the molten mineral residue to harden and create ash. Coarse ash particles fall to the bottom of the combustion chamber, while fly ash particle remain suspended in the flue gas. Prior to expelling the flue gas, fly ash is cleaned by electrostatic precipitators.
And next, rebar steel. Rebar steel bar is a steel bar or steel wire mesh that is used as a tension device in reinforced concrete and reinforced masonry constructions to strengthen and help the concrete under tension. Casting rebar into concrete allows it to carry tensile loads, increases total strength, and also concrete is better able to resist breaking under tension. Steel is only employed as a reinforcing bar compared to other reinforcing materials due to its unique advantages such as its elongation owing to high temperatures is roughly equivalent to concrete, can be easily bent in shape, size and specification required, can be recycled again and used for new construction and also easily available. Modulus of all steel reinforcement is 29000 N000 psi, and heel strengths range from 40 to 100 ksi. It elongates significantly under pressure, resulting in well-defined fractures in the structure during overload circumstance. Okay, from these there are several types of steel or reinforcement are available, and among them, carbon steel is chosen for this project, which typically consists of hot rolled round bars with deformation patterns which meet ASTM or AASHTO specifications of A615 or A615M. Grade 60 rebar with 90,000 psi of tensile strength and 60,000 psi of yield strength are chosen since grade 60 rebar has much more application. The properties of carbon steels are it has higher concentration of carbon up to 2.5% than other types of steel, thin, lightweight and smooth, heat conductivity, lower melting point than stainless steel and greater durability. The advantages of carbon steel are strong, more durable, and shock resistant. Next, resistant to fires, hurricanes, tornadoes, and earthquakes. Sustainable and easy to recycle and reuse. And fourth, cost effective. And finally, relatively easy and safe to handle. This is the schematic diagram of manufacturing process of reinforcing steel. First, the scrap material will be cut for melting. Load in furnace, melt with 3 carbon electrodes at 3000 degrees F, and then alloys added to the molten steel in the ladle, and that is lifted to the top of the caster and then cool with spraying water until solid throughout. Next, the steel flows from the bottom of the ladle into the reservoir, then into the molds. Next, the final product is steel billets. And then these billets will be reheated and sent to roll stands. The roll stands reduce billet thickness and increases length, such as a rolling dodge. And then hot steel cools on cooling bed, and the steel is bundled for delivery or either shipped to customers directly or also can be shipped to rebar fabrication facilities. And then in rebar fabrication facilities will bend the rebar and cut according to the specification for each product. And finally, the rebar can be placed in concrete forms to reinforce structures.
Okay, next, door. A door is a movable barrier that is fastened in a doorway through a building wall or partition to provide entrance to the site of a building or individual rooms. A solid oval wooden hinge door was chosen for this project as a main entrance door due to its tremendous benefits. Okay, these are the properties of wooden door. Wood has strong mechanical properties, allowing it to endure external or applied forces. It is naturally resistant to heat and electrical conductivity. Uh, Acoustic qualities of wood make it suitable for reducing echo in living and work environments. And then wood is more energy efficient, and this implies that it takes less energy to keep houses and buildings warm and cold. These are the advantages of wood. First, wood is environmentally friendly and sustainable, versatile and easy to handle, where it supports many uses and dimensions, whether for structures, substructures, or decorative finishes. Then, durability and lasting hundreds of years without significant damage. The texture of the wood can create a comfortable environment in the home. And the various components of a wood building can be built off-site, reducing on-site construction time. This is the manufacturing process. First, start with felling. It is the process of downing individual trees, then transporting, where the trees are often chopped into smaller length on site before being picked up by a wood lorry and sent to a processing facility. On site, the ends of each log are trimmed to ensure they are straight and cut into boards at the chosen site. Then seasoning. It is the process of removing excess moisture of water. After that, preparing for market. This entails making of the wood into a more refined product.
Next, window. A window is a vented barrier that is installed in a wall opening to let light and air into the structure while also providing a view of the outside. Additionally, windows enhance the building's aesthetic appeal. Glass window with aluminum frames such as casement windows and awning windows are selected for this project due to the environmental suitability and benefits. Casement windows are applied to all building areas except toilets, and awning windows mainly used in toilets. Okay. Glass is a solid like transparent substance formed by melting natural and abundant raw materials like sand, soda ash, and limestone at extremely high temperature. Tempered glass is the smartest choice for windows in houses. The properties of glass is density 2380 kilogram per meter cube, specific heat 1235.08 J per kilogram dot K, thermal conductivity 2.1 W per m dot K, dynamic viscosity 600 Pa dot S, latent heat 205 kilojoule per kilogram. The advantages of glass are translucent and transparent, transmits 8% of the all light without weathering, clouding, or yellowing. Weather resistant material that can survive rain, wind, and sun without losing its integrity. Incapable of conducting electric current, resists corrosion, and glass is impervious to dust and thus uncomplicated to clean. Next,
Aluminium.
aluminium is the Aluminium and then next, aluminium is used as the frame of the window. Aluminium is the third most abundant element on our planet after oxygen and silicon, accounting for more than 8% of the Earth's crust. 6000 series grades are chosen as a window frame as a purpose to suit the Malaysian climate and to meet our national regulation. The properties of aluminium as frames are it is high malleability, corrosive resistant due to a self-protecting oxide layer, solid not non-magnetic, non-lustrous, silvery white with slight blush tint. Good electrical and thermal conductivity. Aluminium frames can be highly reflective and high ductility. The advantages of aluminium as a frame are it is unaffected by temperature fluctuations and does not flex, twist, expand, or contract. Extremely thermally efficient when supplied with a thermal break, least maintenance intensive option, greater degree of machinability, and lastly, astronomically light metal having a specific weight of just 2.7 gram per centimeter cube. This is the manufacturing process of window. So first, we have to design according to request, and then next, cutting the aluminum profiles as per specification, and then drilling, milling, and punching works will be carried out, and then seal brush, test window frame and sash assembly, and next connecting rod or hinge installation and then glass installation and finally the aluminum window assembly is finished and it will be sent to warehouse.
Like roof truss. Roof truss is one of the important material for house design. It is a structural framework designed to bridge the area above a roof and to offer the support and stability to the roof and distribute the weight of the roof away from the exterior walls of the building. They adopt the shape of a triangle because of its natural capacity to spread pressure through the whole structure, making it incredibly stable and rigid. The primary material used for this house design is fin steel roof truss. It is a type of roof truss with shorter members and cords. This type is beneficial in situations where the span is restricted. These are the properties of roof truss. It is high strength to weight ratio. It can withstand high wind and it enables for roof design with higher spanning capacity. Steel truss are incredibly durable and high ductility. Steel roof trusses are fire retardant. Coatings are nearly uh, in, indestructible and in the event of a fire. These are the advantages of steel truss. Steel truss are lightweight, simple to install, and reduce the time it takes to complete the project. There is no possibility of insect infestation and no chemical treatments are required to keep the trusses in good condition. Rarely need to be replaced and a very eco-friendly building material. Steel construction is more cost effective than concrete since it requires 70% less labor hours. These are the manufacturing process of steel. Initial phase in the production of steel, it involves melting iron or coke and lime in a blast furnace. Then the molten metal is injected with scrap steel to remove impurities. The furnace blasted with oxygen and remove the carbon and other impurities. The carbon will be eliminated and replaced with aluminium. Certain procedures can be used to reduce the amount of contaminants left. Then the steel is cast into cooling molds. This causes the steel to become hardened and it is then taken out of the furnace while still hot. After that, hot rolling is used to mold the raw cast component into desired forms. This eliminates shape, flaws, and produce the required steel grade. And finally, secondary forming will occur where the steel's ultimate shape and qualities are determined. After that, roof tile. Roof tile, which are placed on top of the house, are designed mainly to keep out of rain and are traditionally made from locally available materials. A type of tile created and designed in various colors, materials, shape, size, and styles for a roof. Some roof tiles are made from ceramic, plastic, concrete, metal, and as we evolve, there will be many different materials used for this purpose. A concrete roof tile was chosen for this house design due to its fantastic functions. These are the properties which is concrete tiles withstand cool temperature and does not crack or exfoliate. The concrete tiles smooth surface also act as an extra barrier against moisture. The weight and strength of the roof play an important part in storm and other extreme weather protection. Concrete tiles provide thermal and sound insulation. These are the advantages. First, the average concrete tile roof has a lifespan of 50 to 70 years, making it a very cost effective material in the long term. Concrete tiles are easily flexible and may be customized to fit any architectural style. It is eco-sustainable and made of natural materials and minerals that would not pollute the environment. Concrete tiles are also energy efficient, assisting in the trapping of heat during the winter and the regulation of indoor temperatures. This is the manufacturing process. It begins with the combining four natural products, which is sand, cement, water, and iron oxide. Then, these mixtures is pushed into steel molds to give the concrete tiles its desired shape. After that, tiles are then stacked in rack and transferred to drying kiln where they will rest for 4 hours. After the tiles have hardened, they are removed from the racks and coated with a water-based masonry sealer to prevent uh, efflorescence from occurring naturally. Every hour, a sample of tiles will be pulled from the production line to undergo break strength testing to confirm.
Next is wall. A wall is a continuous vertical brick or stone construction that encloses or defines an area, bears a load, provides security, shelter, soundproofing, and a variety of other advantages. For this project, brick wall is chosen as an exterior and interior wall, mainly to reduce thermal transmission to the wall. A brick wall is a vertical structural element consisting of bricks and mortar that divides the components of a building into different sections. Okay, brick walls are chosen among the other types due to its stronger thinner, durable, fire resistant, better insulation, easy to construct and cost effective. Opening for doors and windows are easily available with bricks. Do not require highly skilled labor since the shape and size of the masonry units is uniform. Withstand large amount of compressive weight loads, increase the thermal mass of a building, and finally high resistance against rotting, pests, weather and natural disasters. Okay, from the there are several types of bricks available. From that we have chosen the burnt clay bricks to build the brick wall. These bricks looks to be solid bricks of hardened clay that are usually reddish in color. The properties of burnt clay bricks are its density is 1200 kg per meter cube to 1900 kg meter cube. Compressive strength is 2.5 Newton per millimeter square to 6.5 Newton per millimeter square. Thermal conductivity is 0.81 W per meter K. Standard brick size is 225 millimeter times 102.5 millimeter times 75 millimeter. The advantages of this brick is it is extremely durable and perhaps are the most man-made structural building material. It can be made into a convenient shape and size to facilitate the construction work, can withstand the severe weathering actions, and is inert to almost all normal chemical attacks. Okay, this is the schematic diagram of how bricks is construct. Okay, first the soil is excavated, then metal grit used to clear soil from contaminants. Then the brick molding process is carried out. Once the brick had been molded, it will be put inside the drying oven for 24 to 48 hours for drying purpose, and then it will be converted into clean um, for clean, and then followed by cooling chamber, and finally it can be packed and used for construction purposes.
Conclusion. By completing this project, we have a deeper understanding towards the importance of the building construction materials. We were able to explore construction design, structural analysis, and concrete mix design. This gives us knowledge on material characterization for the different parts of the house and able to identify the suitable materials required to construct the main part of the modern double-story house. The application of each and every material used in this construction is equally important in order to construct an extraordinary modern house. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.